Hey, I just wanted to show off a product that I've been working on for the last 3 or 4 months. It's called Bleet, and today we actually go live in the App Store on Apple's iOS App Store. And I'm super excited to show you what I've been working on from the web page through to the web application and the iOS app itself. So without further ado, let me show you Bleet. So Bleet is basically an app that solves the problem of us small business owners not getting out there and posting on X and LinkedIn enough. So what this app does is it records the thoughts you might have or the meetings that you have, takes all the transcripts from those things, creates topics, and then actually creates LinkedIn posts or X posts, even full blog posts, and puts them onto your platform of your choice and lets you track the engagement that you have on those posts. So it's handling a lot of things that you maybe wouldn't have the time for normally. And it also does more than just what ChatGPT could do and actually asking it to create a post for you. It does all of that. It writes it in your style, in your tone, and actually does the scheduling for you. Everything is handled. So that's what Bleet does. And I'm going to show you the web application and how it works behind the scenes. So if we go to the web app here, this shows you the suggestions. The suggestions here are actually shown for LinkedIn. And where these have come from is a source. If I go to the source here, this is actually just something that I recorded. I actually recorded this in the car on the way here. And you can actually see my, let me show you the transcript of what I recorded in the car. This is just what I recorded, and it's just taken that transcript and it's created those posts for LinkedIn. I can also create full blog posts too. So if I pull up a topic that I worked on a little while ago about the democratization of AI, I'll show you a blog post that was created using this tool. If I click blog here, so this actual post is been created from that transcript, and it's created different topics. It's created different chapters in the blog post, which you can filter to by clicking on them. And it also shows you which parts of the blog post is actually going to be the most engaged with. So it's got a lot of intelligence, a lot going on behind the scenes here with the prompting and the way that AI works. But I won't go and show you all that stuff now. I'm going to focus on just the user experience and the web application side of things. And I'll show you the analytics page. Now, this is really good because it shows you of the posts that you actually created, which ones did the best. And you'll see here on the 7th of March, I actually had a post the other day that really blew up. I had 25,000 impressions and about 23 likes on this post. And this is something that I just wrote. I just recorded on my way to work. Again, I just recorded, and it basically came up with this post. Most of this was verbatim, and you can actually change the settings in Persona to say I want it to be verbatim or I want it to be creative, which is basically hallucinations in AI. So depending on what you choose, it's going to take some liberties when it comes to the style of the writing. But most of the posts I've created here are actually written in a verbatim style. So it keeps it close to the way I speak. And that's the whole point of this app. So yeah, so that's Bleet, and that shows you the web application side of things. And now I'm going to show you real quick the the iOS app that I am going to be launching this week in the App Store. Actually should be going live today. So the iOS app is fully native. It's built on Swift. And what it does is it takes that web application that I built and just kind of condenses it into a nice user-friendly experience for someone that's basically just trying to record voice memos and have them created into LinkedIn posts without all the complications that the web application might bring. So if we click Get Started here, it'll ask you primarily where you want to post, LinkedIn or X. You select your platform, and then it asks you to connect. Obviously, you need to connect the platform to be useful. For now, we're just going to click Skip. And then it's going to ask you a bit about yourself. So you might be a web developer, or you might be in fashion, or whatever it is. You click record here, and then you just start telling it about yourself. And I would say I'm from England. I'm a web developer and product designer. I've been doing it for 20-something years. I love AI and integrating AI into my workflows. And I'm passionate about building products for people that have problems they want to be solved using modern web applications. So we'll click stop. And then what it does now is it listens to what you just said, and it actually tries to make sure that it's got everything it needs from you. It makes sure it's got topics, it makes sure it's got your persona. If it's all good, it says, perfect, you're on your way, build my persona, and then it goes ahead and creates a persona based on the way you talk and what topics you're into. Once it has your persona, it can then create posts for you in your style. So got it. Let's go ahead and record. So what you just saw there was the onboarding for the iOS app, which is incredibly important with any web application you build. You've got to have good onboarding. Otherwise, people are just going to get dropped into a dashboard. They're not going to know what to do. So the idea of this app is that it takes care of the onboarding for you and makes it very clear what it's doing and how it's doing it. So now we click on record. So now all we need to do is click the record button here, and then we just talk and we say, yesterday I was finding that I was reading lots of posts on LinkedIn about AI, and it's just got me worrying about my job, but I know that actually I'm okay because, humans are never going to be replaced by AI ultimately because of human empathy. It's something I talk about a lot. Click stop. And then what it's going to do is extract topics from everything you talked about. In this case, it probably won't find much because we only spoke for 18 seconds. But once it's got some topics, it will be able to create some posts. So if we click on Explore Topics, let's see what it found. Okay, the empathy advantage. It's a great topic. And it says fire here because it knows it'll be an engaging topic. And then all I do is click Create Posts. It will go to that specific topic and it will create posts for you. Depending on whether you've set verbatim or whether you've set like creative, it's going to play with your words. And in this case, it probably will be quite creative because it hasn't got a lot to go on. But yeah, once it's done, it's going to go ahead and create some suggestions for posts that you can put into LinkedIn. And if I go to sources here, it'll show you here some of the other sources I've created. This is the most recent one, and you can see here my transcript. If we click on done and we go back to suggestions, hopefully by now it will have created some posts. Let's actually go to all posts here, all topics. And here are the posts. So you can see here, if we swipe left and right, these are the different posts it created. If we want to create more, we can go to the last slide here. It's actually creating more as we go. Click on generate more, and then it'll keep creating more posts as it goes. So the idea is that you choose something that you like, and then you click add to queue, and then it puts it into your queue for posting on LinkedIn. And you can actually change the schedule too. If you don't want it to be post tomorrow or today, you can actually choose it post it on a specific day if you want to. So yeah, that's the application. I'm pretty proud of this. I think it works really well. Another thing I haven't showed you is image generation, but that's for another day, I think. But yes, it can generate images just like you saw in the web application here for your posts. Just try and get a little bit more engagement from them. So that's Bleet. I'm really excited about this product. As I say, the app is going live this week. Look out for it. If you've got any questions about Bleet, or if you want to know more about how I built it, I'd be glad to show you and glad to talk about it. Set up a call with me and we can talk some more. But otherwise, enjoy Bleet. The website is getbleet.com. You don't have to say all the T's. Just getbleet.com would probably be fine. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.